What's up, beard lovers? Welcome back to Beardlife. Today's episode has got a full topic for you. We're going to be talking about beards, the Bible, and the saints. What they have to do with each other, and as you might have guessed from the title, why the saints thought they were awesome. So what do beards have to do with the Bible? Well, they're very prominent in the Bible. A lot of important people in biblical history had beards and would live by them. Back in these days, shaving your beard or having someone else shave your beard was considered shameful. It was an act of shaming. People would use it to shame you. Pull out your beard. Not only is it extremely painful, but your beard is gone, and thus you are shamed. Like I said, though, very prominent people in the Bible did have beard. Aaron, Moses' brother, he had a beard that was said to drop to the skirts of his garments. Massive beard. I'm not sure what kind of garments they wore back then, but I can't imagine they were short. So he must have had a very long and flowing beard. Man after my own heart. King David had a beard. Ezekiel had a beard. And in most of our modern day depictions, Jesus has a beard. Not baby Jesus. That'd be kind of weird. But grown Jesus has a beard. So obviously beards are very popular in this time, and they're still very popular in that area of the world. But that does not mean that they affect your salvation. They don't affect whether or not you're going to be going to heaven or hell or whatever it is you believe in. God is not looking at your physical appearance. A beard can be grown for the glory of God, but it is not necessary to grow a beard. So the debate really comes in as to whether or not the Bible forbids a man from having a beard. There are passages in the Bible that say a man should not trim or round the edges of his beard, but these are really for the times then. You have to look at this in the context of history and what's going on in the world at this time, because at this time other cultures, aside from those that followed the Bible, the pagans, would shave their beards in ritualistic acts to please their gods or however, and so it was considered a sin against God, or considered bad, or a way of moving against God to shave your beard, because that's what the pagans did. And so that is really one of the biggest aspects of why in the Bible it says you should not shave around your beard. It wasn't necessarily that they would be clean shaven, but the pagans would shave these designs into their beards, or shave certain parts of their beards for specific reasons within their belief systems. And so it was considered bad as anybody that was Christian to do that, because it was moving against God and doing as the pagans do. The other big reason, big debate, is that beards separate men from women. And there's obviously a lot of controversy within the Bible about men and women and gender stereotypes and what each gender should do. And I'm not here to say they're good or bad. It's the Bible, written years before I was born. That being said, however, it really does kind of emphasize that manly man and woman, the jobs that each gender is supposed to do. And so that's definitely a reason why in the Bible they would say a beard is a gift and you should grow it if you can, because this is what separates the men from the women. And it is very important to know the differences between men and women, because they had two very different jobs in this time period. So that's how it applies to the Bible there, and that's where the debate really comes in. So, should you grow a beard? I say yes, but I love beards. If you can grow a beard, I think you should grow one. I love having a beard. There's a lot of hassle that comes with it, but it's all worth it, and it really kind of makes you stand out. Even the saints like the beards. Consider this quote from St. Augustine: "The beard signifies the courageous." Throughout history, men with beards, even today, you see a man with a beard, a lot of people think, oh man, he must be tough. He must be somebody that's going to go out and get what he wants without hesitation, without fear. And if that's the kind of attitude you're going for, beards are great. I have found that I am more confident now that I have a full beard. Not that I wasn't confident with the way I looked before, but the beard just kind of portrays its confidence, and it draws attention to you. And when you have more attention drawn to yourself, obviously, that's going to make you more confident, because people are more interested in you, and that definitely boosts self-confidence. One saint that abdicated the most for beards was Saint Clement of Alexandria. Check out this quote. But for one who is a man to comb himself, and shave himself with a razor, for the sake of fine effect, to arrange his hair at the looking glass, to shave his cheeks and pluck hairs out of them, and smooth them, how womanly. This is again going back to the fact that beards define a man as a man, and separate them from women. There are very different definitions of what a man is, but a very popular idea of a man these days is someone who's manly, who goes out and does things that are hard, not easy, and maybe hard on the body, and this is considered manly. I think that there are different interpretations of manly. There are different versions of manliness. You definitely get your manly men. You get your motorcyclists. You get your mountain men who go out into the woods, who ride their bikes and do these hard things, and they're generally considered badasses. That being said, I think there is definitely a different style of man who is a little less outdoorsy, a little less tough, but is no less of a man. It's just all in your interpretation of what you think is manly. For me, I want to be a mountain man. I want to be somebody that goes out and does hard work, lives an honest living, works with my hands. But somebody else might want to work in an office. They might want to share emotions with people, become a doctor, a psychologist, anything like that. Those aren't any less manly than somebody that's off in the woods cutting down trees all the time. It's just a different style of man. All of us can be beard lovers. As I said in the last episode, urban beardsmen. These are men that work in businesses, and they're not working with their hands necessarily, and they're not tough guys necessarily. But they can still grow awesome beards, and you know what? Props to you. Awesome beards are awesome. I don't care what anybody says. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. I will see you next week. Keep beard.